how's it going? Today I'm going to be showing you kind of a weird attack strategy that I came up with. This is kind of like a GoWiBarch, which is basically golems, wizards, and just a kind of a mini barch. I only used like 62 barbarians here. So this is kind of a weird attack strategy, obviously, but it does have its advantages. First of all, it's a lot cheaper to train than a classic GoWipe or a GoWiWi. Also, if you're looking for a version of the GoWipe or the GoWiWi that's more based on farming, then I think this would be a better one than the GoWipe or the GoWiWi because I would say that barbarians and archers are kind of better for picking off resources than P.E.K.K.A.s would be. Um, so I'm first deploying my archers here, which is probably just a I'm just using this to get some of those outer buildings. Uh, Now you're probably wondering why I decided to deploy my Barch before I deployed my Golem, and this is because if I take out all these outer buildings that he has out here, which are quite there are quite a lot of them, so if I take those out first, my wizards will be less distracted and they'll be able to get to those storages and those things that I really want on the inside of the base. So if I use my Barch to take out those outside buildings, then it's a lot more effective for my wizards and golems. So now that I've deployed that, I am going to deploy my golem over here and my wizards, and thankfully they're not distracted by those outer buildings for the most part because the archers took them out. Also, I only had to bring a few spells. Well, I brought a bunch, but I only used a couple. Again, which adds to the cheapness of this raid. I think I used a jump and a rage. Unfortunately, I accidentally used my king's special ability way too late, so that wasn't really effective. I didn't really get the full use out of that. But yeah, my archer queen's just gonna do whatever she can. My golem's not really doing anything anymore, which is kind of unfortunate. He's just gonna work on that wall. So that actually worked pretty well. I kind of took a little bit of a risk there using the Barch before the Golem, but it worked out well. So yeah, I'm gonna show you another replay now. All right, so we're gonna search for another attack. Yeah, this one looks good. It's got those outer buildings that I can easily pick off with the Barch that I've got trained, which will serve as less of a distraction for the wizards, so they can more focus on getting to that center of the base for the town hall. Which is again another reason why this is such a good attack if you're interested in farming and trophy pushing, because it does get those resources, but also with the golem and the wizards and the fact that it's based on a GoWipe is good for trophy pushing. So again, I'm going to drop my Barch first. Just taking out those outer buildings because you got quite a few of them. And most of those resources are actually in those collectors, so it's going to be easy for us to get the majority of this loot. Alright. I'm just going to finish dropping these troops. Alright, maybe we'll get a couple of those cannons or archer towers or something on the bottom. It's unlikely, though. Yeah, alright, so we're just going to finish picking off these outer buildings with these remaining archers and barbarians. Alright, so since this base has so many walls, and it's going to be pretty hard to just get to the center of it just using golems and wizards, so I've dropped 2 lightning spells here to get the golem. Jump spells to get the golems into the center of the base, which is gonna really help my wizards progress and avoid being hit by those mortars that he's got set up around the bottom of the base. So my queen's gonna take out that tower. The golems are gonna do work on those defenses, and the wizards are basically going to go through. I dropped a free spell on the Inferno Tower and the crossbow. It didn't really do that much, but it helped me a little bit. So the wizards are basically able to just tear through the space, and the golems are... That's basically going to be it. The wizards are basically done. They've got no protection from the golems anymore. But it was a good raid. We got 80-90% of the loot, and it went really well. Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, I'm just going to drop some archers and barbarians just to see if we can get that 1 star. Alright, so I've lost all my troops. The raid is over. We got some decent loot, but the bonus is great, and so that's always a plus. So I hope you enjoyed watching this attack strategy. Tell us if you liked it.